How about now? Anyone hear me? You hear me? I hear me. My phone. Hello, Elf Will. Can you hear me? Echo. Okay. How about now? Is it echoing? Did it stop? Go down? Trying to adjust this mic. Good now? PNP, hey, welcome. 5x5, good. Dave Horton, good. Yeah, new mic. Been trying to figure it out. I tried it out once before, and it had that horrible echo. Got like all these freaking knobs on it, echo and mic gain and kinds of weird shit. I'm not the most tech savvy. I always had a guy for that when I was on active duty. I always had a guy for that. Corporal, get me calm. Corporal, do this. Specialist, do that. That's why a lot of people think, oh yeah, you were in the military, you're high speed. You're high speed in the military up until about staff sergeant. And at staff sergeant, uh, you're kind of like, oh well, I got people for that. You start to slack back. 2x4. Thank you, Brent Rollins. 2x4. David G. 4x5. That's close enough for government work, right? Thank you all for being here. I'm Plepping Plumber. Plepping, Plepping Plumber. Yeah, we'll go with it. Plepping Plumber. Good evening, brother. Hope Mrs. Plumber is as well as well. As well as well. Okay, and I haven't even really been touching this. So I'm glad you all could be here. I'm thinking that some people are getting notifications. I don't know if you're aware, but I basically purged my own channel over the past week. So if you go to my actual videos, you'll see, I don't know, four left, including this one. I figure if you haven't gotten it by now or you're not interested in getting it or learning it by now. So those of you who have been here and saw the neater videos, then, well, you've had the experience. Hold on, people are hiding shit. I don't like people hiding shit. Pardon Coy, how you doing? There you go. And prepping plumber. Yes, right. I am far behind there. We need three more drinks. All right. I just want to touch on a couple topics tonight. I hear a lot of people talking about the new world order is coming and this and that. Honestly, the new world order, it's already here. Been here for some time. I mean, if you think about it, rational. George Bush, not like the I hate to say it because he was such a nice guy, the retarded one. And you probably doesn't like. Oh, by the way, quick disclaimer: this is for entertainment purposes only. The work of fiction, it's art. So there's that. YouTube. Um, but George Bush Jr. Was he was a gem. We provided a security detail for him once, and yeah, he was a treat. Nice guy, but out there. Yeah, left field. He's out there wandering around. But his daddy mentioned New World Order. Obama mentioned the New World Order. Biden has mentioned the New World Order on many occasions. So for anybody who's whether they be a YouTuber or uh, a subscriber of whatever channels that it's and you think that the New World Order is something that's coming and something that has to be stopped, it's already here. There's not much you or I can stop their agendas. They're already here. They're the elites, if you will. They've already got their plans in play, plans in motion, and have set goals. When you hear about like Agenda 2020, 2025, 2030, these are goals because anyone who wants to achieve anything in life, whether it be me, getting another truck or, you buying a homestead, you have to set goals. And you set short term, as in 2020, 2025, 5 year span between goals to reach long term goals. All right. And that's what they've been doing for a very long time. And in case any of you have missed it, conspiracy theories or conspiracy theorists have pretty much disappeared over the past year, give or take, year and a half, give or take. You don't hear the media or Biden talking about conspiracy theorists anymore. Why? Well, because once theories become facts, once theories are acknowledged by people committing them or conspiring, then they're facts, and they don't want to bring light to it. If they did, then everybody's like, "Holy shit, those guys over there with the aluminum foil on their head, they were right." Uh, what's up, Justin Banks? I'll get into the chat here in a few minutes. Why did you okay? Garden Koi, why did you purge video? Um, like I said, one of the reasons was I keep getting notifications for like videos like I did a year ago, and they'll when you start if you are a content creator, which I don't even have a large following, a little over 2,000. I appreciate each and every one of you, but imagine right now all those spam emails you get, or phone calls that you get from people that you don't know. All right, imagine getting that, but on a larger scale. My phone literally, like, even if it wasn't somebody that, one of you guys, it might be somebody who's not a subscriber that would leave a comment or something or be arguing with someone else, uh, in the chat. And if they're having 4 or 5 comments to each other, it's bling on my phone. It says ping, 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 ping. And so I was like, I'm gonna clear these out and start new videos. 2, um, I talk about some things that uh, could eventually, possibly, be used against me if people wanted to, because um, our government is heading in a draconian uh, direction. All right, where freedom of speech doesn't matter, thought police, thought crime, and in that world, even with disclaimers, even if I'm making a joke, even if I'm being sarcastic, in that future timeline, that future place, that can make you get a bag over your head, and gone. So self-preservation, that's also a motivator for me. Um, OFC gets alert spam. Yeah, 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 yeah. I did. Um, the mic is a bit lag. Okay, well, I don't know how to fix that. Um, Bernard Shreve. Hey, glad you can make it for a live show. Michigan Outpost. How you doing? Uh, social credit. That's one of these things that the NWO is going to be pushing. And I know there are lots of people that are saying, I'm not going to be a part of this social credit. And good, good. Me, I don't give a rat's ass about any type of social credit shit that they're going to try to implement. However, there we will be the minority. Those of us who don't give a shit will be the minority, and the majority are going to go with the flow on social credit. Why? And I believe that's most people. That is going to be a vast majority of people, because when it negatively impacts you, you will care. All right. You will be like, oh shit, I better, when they come out and say, well, you can only drive your car every other day because of, pollution control. You're going to say, well, most people, not necessarily you, isn't personal, not one to one, saying most people are going to abide by that because they want to, one, be on the right side of the law, and two, they don't want to be negatively impacted by either getting tickets or getting a lower social credit score, which will impact, well, I want to buy a house someday. have to have a good social credit score. So, like right now, prime example, if you worry at all about making your car payment, if you worry at all about making your mortgage payment, you will more than likely go with the flow on social credit score because they're going to implement one. And you either fuck the system, I don't give a shit, or you don't go with the flow. For example, myself, got a pickup truck, have a payment. Yes, I'd like to pay it every month, relatively on time, which I intend to do. But if I can't, do I worry about it? No, no. It doesn't matter to me one way or another. I mean, will they come and take it if I don't pay on it for 3 months? Probably. I would imagine they would. But do I worry about that? No. No. Would it negatively impact my credit? Absolutely. But do I worry about my credit? No, no, because I have put myself pretty much in a position where I don't use credit. If I can't pay for it, I don't need it. Big problem in this country is people don't understand needs. They get used in their brain. But for all the people that worry about stuff like that, they couldn't just let their vehicle go. Like, "Oh, it's gone. Fuck, it, I don't care. I'll go buy this cheap piece of crap over here that'll last me 6 months for $500, and I'll run it." If you don't have that mindset, you're probably going to go with the flow of the New World Order social credit. Uh, and that's the way it's going to be. Now, again, when I look down here to the chat, please make sure, two-wheeled prepper, how you doing? Please make sure if you have something, a comment or a question or anything like that, that you want me to actually focus in on, put a smiley face or something like that. So that way I zone in on that. Like, good thing I wrote down instructions on hypothetical way. Oh, hypothetical way. I missed that. Good thing. PNP wrote, good thing I wrote down instructions on hypothetical ways of making certain things go boom, directed at certain fictitious, fic- fictional targets. Yes. Okay. And another one I may do a video on. Let me scroll down here. I don't need credit. I've paid for all my stuff. Just Dallas. Good. Good for you. Just uh, a lot of people aren't in that position, but they could be. It's a state of mind, really. When you come to the conclusion that and you deeply understand at a fundamental level that stuff, you don't need stuff, then your life will get so much better, so much easier when you realize you don't need stuff. In God we trust, all others pay cash. Yeah, there you go, prepping plumber. Uh, as far as who was that? With my brain. Um, PNP. All right. I'm not going to talk about it right this second, but I'll do a live stream on it if you want. Maybe I'll just do a video on it. But this is a book from 1969. Yeah, published in 1969 by the United States Army. It was designed for special forces to utilize. But it is a very, very interesting read. I don't know how many of you have ever seen it before, but I'll do a video on that strictly for educational and informative purposes. Hmm? Hmm? Always obey your local and federal laws. Okay. Uh, let's see. You've got the book. Good, Dave Horton. And like I said, time tested. Everything in that book was uh, written in blood. That's how Army manuals are. They are written in blood. So if you have a more recent edition of it, a more recent print, first original print, and things are left out or there are added things to it, follow those things. If they say, "Don't do this," then don't do that because someone did that and something bad happened. All Army manuals are written in blood, right? Somebody fucked up, somebody got hurt, somebody got killed, and so they wrote it as such. Prevent. Uh, PMP. Okay, I'll do a video on that. Uh, Steve Hall, full book. Is it available online? Yes, there are even PDF downloads. You can simply Google uh, TM 31-210. All right, you can Google that, and there are even PDF versions that you can just download. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna. I never plan on being one of those guys that says this is this, and you can click below and you can order 10. No, if I can find it for you for free or tell you where to go get it for free, that's what I'm gonna do. Good night, all. Good night, prepping plumber. 0430 does come early. I get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow morning. Diabetic prepper. Yes, I'm doing a live show. Here I am. I'm 31 to 10. Got it. Yes, Steve. Oh, TM, not EM. Technical manual. TM. TM. Spike's tips. The columns will be the first to go. Yeah. Um. All right. Like I said, the NWO, like they play the long game. All right, the long game. In fact, all uh, dictatorial mindsets try to play the long game. Here's an example. In 1920, in this country, you could buy a shotgun through the mail from Sears and Roebuck. In 2020, they're a red flag. Okay, see, long game. Uh, it's just the way it is. But what are your thoughts? Anybody have any other thing? Is there a backup channel for an archive for all your TTP and other videos? That's a gold mine of info. Two-wheeled prepper? No, there is not. There is not. Those videos are literally, I don't even have, I can't even access. The only way I can access the information in those videos is in my brain, just because I know things. Um, but I left them up for a very long time, longer than somebody said shit, which is EMP. Uh, yeah, those videos are they're gone. But perhaps in the future, I'll reboot and do a version 2.0 on different ones. You guys would just have to remind me of things. I forget something. Sometimes I do things and make things or make videos about topics, and I forget that I even. You ever heard this? You ever heard of old mechanics say, "I forgot more about motors than you've ever learned." Kind of that way about guerrilla warfare and special operations. I forget so much. And I know it. I just don't think about it. If I'm actually if something cues that memory, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember how to do that. Or oh, you can do it this way. Same different stuff. Lombardi Poplar. I'm going to show that because I don't see anything wrong with that. Uh, but a lot of people, it would take something catastrophic to derail the New World Order's plan. Catastrophic. And that could be natural, CME, coronal mass ejection, or it could be rogue, wild card nation. Think North Korea, Iran, talking about the EMPs and things. It could be them. Uh, you know, people talking about nuclear war a lot lately. Now the thing is the new and these are things I think of. My brain works in odd ways. The New World Order, you've always heard them say, they refer to a lot of people as useless eaters. The bottom down here, us, useless eaters, non-producers, people that don't. Call them useless eaters. And everyone says, well, not everyone, but a lot of people say, we won't have a nuclear war. China wouldn't want to drop nuclear bombs on us, or Russia wouldn't want to drop nuclear bombs on us because, you know, all this land for agriculture. They want the land. What do they need the land for? Food? Not if you use nuclear weapons on a medium scale and wiped out 30%, 30% of the Earth's population. That's a lot less food you need for the remaining people. If you wiped out 20% and the 10%, 10%, let's go 10%. We wiped out 10% by hitting major cities along the coast. What do they say? 50% of the world's population live along coast. Wipe out population along coast 10%, right? Then another 20, 30, 40% is going to die after that because of no electricity, no running water, disease, no food. Well, those people that are prepared for this shit at the top and some people at the bottom, they're still alive. They don't need all this land. They don't need hundreds of millions of hectares of land to grow food for who? Ain't nobody left. They got enough land to feed them and the people that are their little worker bees. So there's that. Yeah, it could be very possible. Let's see, Smithy Smith said, it is hard to access things you knew well. Stop using them regularly for anyone. Yes, yeah. It's like somewhat like you use it or lose it. Like language. That's big. I I was practicing Thai the other day, just going through random words, phrases, things like that, and I started remembering things that I had forgotten. Same thing with Arabic. Once in a while, I'll be with some people I know that speak fluent Arabic because they're Arabs, and words start coming back, phrases start coming back. Oh shit, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, land was essentially free after the Black Death in Europe. Hey, there you go, Stephen Hall. Um, but yes, the New World Order's plans are well underway, and a lot of people. I think a lot of people think that they're not because when you hear of Agenda 2020 and people talk about, well, yeah, and Agenda 2020 says that they want people to be eating uh, synthetic food, you know. So by 2020, they're going to, this is going to happen. And then 2020 rolls around and nobody has been forced to eat synthetic food. But if you actually look at it, what happened in 2020? People started talking about the impossible burger, right? I believe, my opinion, that these agendas that they set aren't so much as this is when it's going to happen, as this is when we're going to start the ball rolling. All right. 2025, you're going to own nothing and be happy. Yeah. 2025 is going to come. People come and go, and people are still going to own shit, and people are still not going to be happy. But the ball is going to start rolling in that direction. All right. 2030, same thing. Ball's going to start rolling. Let's see. What do we got down here in the chat? Slug pudding. No, thank you. Oh, that's just wrong. Slug pudding. I would have never come up with that one. That's just wrong on so many levels. I mean, I've eaten crickets, grasshoppers, shit like that. Slug? No, no, you couldn't. No, I wouldn't eat a slug or a snail. I would not eat escargot. Um, Jesse Dallas. Biden references millions dying during the last. How much longer do you think we have? Jesse, in case you missed it, when you brought it, you want me to answer a question, and I'm going to just address that. Make sure you put a smiley face, something like that, so that I can lock in. 'Cause if not, sometimes your question might go on up the way, and I want to see it 'cause I think you're just talking to somebody else besides the red. Um, let's see. Let me rephrase. Let me read the classes in detail. Biden references millions dying during the last NWO. How much longer do you think we have? When it comes to Biden, you got to remember he mixes words. So you gotta, and I don't mean like he mixes words like he's word playing, like he's a wordsmith. He'll read one thing and another thing, and he'll merge them because that's what's happening in his brain right now. It's cognitive decline. Okay, so I can't tell you what he really would have meant because no one really knows what he really meant. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, even though I don't like him. He's still a an old man, and it's a shame really that they're doing it to him. And I don't like it, but still, you should do that to someone like even though he did not lead a very nice life. But how much longer do I think we have? I think when at the end of the day, they need less useless eaters, and there are tens of millions of them just in this country, right? Not to mention other countries. Uh, I don't know exactly how. I can't give you a time frame of how long it would be. How long it would be until shit really, goes away. Shit is progressive. We are watching a train wreck in slow motion, just in this country. Not to include all the other shit that is going around the globe, not just in Ukraine or Russia or China. Uh, there are constant skirmishes you don't even hear about between China and India right now. There are literal soldiers on both sides armed with bats wrapped in barbed wire and axes and shit fighting each other because they have a agreement that they won't use firearms in whatever section of the border they're fighting. Like, Google that shit. That's fact. There are Chinese guys, soldiers with baseball bats with barbed wire, and like Indian soldiers over here with like fucking homemade pikes and spikes and shit. Crazy. Uh, PNP says you need to get your toaster strudels now because of Pillsbury pulling back lots of products and discontinuing them. I scored some. First time in a year that my Walmart has had toaster strudels. They had 8 boxes. I bought 6. I didn't want to be greedy and take them all. I left 2 behind. I bought 6 of the 8 boxes that were available on the shelf. I got them. Yeah, boy. I got me some strawberry. Oh, they was pretty good too. I love some strawberry toast. See, you're getting me off on the side about toaster strudels. They're PMP. Oh, hold on. Somebody's hiding diabetic preppers. Hold on. Diabetic prepper says to show you what an idiot Biden is. Do you remember when he pointed out the guy carrying the football when he was DP? Yes. Yes. Better one. Uh, diabetic prepper. The one I really liked the best. All the Biden thing was when he referred to conspiracy theorists as silent black helicopter people because they're crazy and they believed in silent black the government had silent black helicopters. Only 6 months, 3 months later, speak at a conference and said, "Yes, we lost one of our silent black helicopters on the raid of Osama bin Laden's compound." You lost what, Joe? A what? Yeah, I thought that's what you said. Silent black helicopter, huh, Joe? Like them people were talking about. Conspiracy helicopter people. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's the type of shit. That's how the government does. They'll like this is bullshit, and then that happened over there. Well, wait, you just said it didn't happen. So, it's like when Joe said that the best thing that people could do to protect against hurricanes was to get vaccinated. You know, that shit is, I mean, it is what it is. He said it. Best thing to do to prevent, you know, a DUI is to get vaccinated. No, no, the best thing is to not drink and drive, my opinion. But what do I know? Okay, it says the Jared Hogan said the agenda dates are just a deadline. They even said it in the forms before they retracted the originals. It's when they want, yeah, the deadline of when they want to get started no later than this date with this project. River rat spam. What about spam? Spam's good. Spam, rice, and some scrambled egg, a little bit of soy sauce. Oh, you keep going. Jesse Dallas, you don't need no hurricane protection. Me neither. Nope. And that's the thing is, as far as hurricanes or any other uh, natural disaster, if you aren't where they usually occur, you're probably going to be fine. If you're in the mountains, odds are you don't got to worry about tornadoes. If you're not near the ocean, you don't have to worry about hurricanes. If you're not down in a valley, you normally don't have to worry about floods. You know? So when you travel, camp, uh, get a homestead, looking at building a house, buying a house, whatever, think of these things. No matter where you live, if you're in Tornado Alley somewhere and there- there's a mountain over there, 'cause they stick up there. The closer you are to that mountain, the less likely you're going to get hit by a tornado. All right, uh, shit like that. Anyway, get me off topic. Get me off topic. Uh, but yes, the new world order's here. It's here to stay. At least until something catastrophic happens that derails the whole damn plan. Which, other than uh, all the electricity going out, not going to derail their plan. No, 'cause it's a new world plan. It's a global plan. There are people that have so much money, so much power, and uh, the world's not isolated anymore like it was. The world is globally connected. So until that global connection is completely severed, they're going balls in their court. They're going to do what they want to do. All right, nation. As I said, I will come back and do a video on TM 31-210 improvised munitions handbook. And okay, one second. See, Gareth Hogan says no. It's when the plan to finish each agenda like 2030 started. No, Gareth, that's what they want you to believe. Because by that rationale, by that logic, uh, Agenda 2020 failed epically. Failed. Us being moved into urban environments and no longer eating anything but uh, synthesized food, lab grown food, failed. But if you look at what is going on now, they're buying up farmland. They're talking about creating more urban development. And the last year and a half, you've heard a lot more about synthetic food, bug food, bug burgers, uh, impossible whoppers. They're starting 2020, Agenda 2020 in 2020. It's sleight of hand. Look over here, not over here, because you know if it has to be done by 2020, they failed. They missed the goal. They're not going to just keep shipping. It's all a distraction. They put that out there because they're going to have someone, for example, like you, that says, "Oh no, that's their deadline. They said that they were going to do it by this, and they did it by this. They didn't do it, so we stopped them." No, that's what they want you to think. Exactly what they want you to believe, that you have a chance. You know, hope is one of the worst things you can give to somebody. Make them, make them believe that they're winning right before you crush them. All right. But anyway, I'll do a piece on this book right here. And remember, this book, a lot of people are like, well, it's for special forces. It was designed for special forces so they could do things. No, special forces, uh, regardless of whether it be Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, whatever, all special operations have different special. All right, special forces, aka Green Berets, who this book was designed for, are trainers. All right, they train the trainer. That's what their whole mission. Everybody thinks, they're Delta Force going in, they're kicking ass and taking names. Yeah, that's part of what they do. But the big part of what they did was go into other countries, organize small groups, let's just like train key people to do certain things, and organize uh, opposition to whatever government body is in that country or whoever their opposition. They train guerrilla fighters. That's what the bulk of SF does. This book is designed not to for the operator to be able to make things, because if an operator, if you were ever in special operations, or you ever know someone who was in special operations, ask them. We don't need to make shit like this. You simply get an issue. Hey, I need this. I need that. I need this. And you got it. Go on with it. This is to help indigenous personnel in another country inconspicuously gather material to do whatever. Oh, people are hiding, or not people are. YouTube is hiding. Bill Gates can choke on his fake. There you go, Jesse Dallas. I'm gonna show that. My mic is fucked up again. Damn it. So, not that. Oh, I know it's a new night. It's a new mic, and I don't know if I have to have it angled a certain way or what. Maybe it's better if it's facing straight towards me. Bernard broke down simple terms, an easy read. Yes, it is an easy read. I've been having trouble hearing you too. Thought it was my speaker. No, it could be this. Let me check. Microphone. Where's the? Oh, that's light. I don't know. Hopefully you can. What am I? Holy crap! Much better. Is that much better? Okay, it's angled straight towards me now. See, I'm learning. We're learning here. Yeah, I got this. It's on a boom too. It's real weird. Like uh, Velociraptor style arm. But okay, yeah, way better. So I started using this mic because I know that my other mic that I normally use, it's in war rig right now, and so I was like, war rig is nowhere near where I'm at. Um, Talking to it like you're a radio broadcaster. Okay, welcome to Warlord Radio. Put the thing right in front of you. Yeah, it's like John from Prepper Nation. Hi, welcome to Prepper Nation. No, I'm just kidding, John. Just playing. All right, all right. Well, Uh, that concludes tonight's broadcast, and I will get on making one about Technical Manual 31-210 Improvised Munitions Handbook designed for U.S. Army Special Forces and now declassified, of course, or else we wouldn't be talking about it. There you go, son. That's right. Beaverines, baby. Beaverines. And look, I don't know if you all can read this because this shirt is really old. Nuke them till they glow and shoot them in the dark. That's the way we do. All right, OC Nation. Good night. God bless my baby sharks. Daddy loves you. Had a great time with you today. And Miss Angel, love you too. See y'all soon. OC Nation, be safe. I'm out.